Anyway, so the plan for today is to go out on the hunt for some sloes, or sloe berries. I call them sloe berries, in order to make some sloe vodka. You know, sloe gin's what you normally buy if you're going to buy it, but I prefer sloe vodka. Gin is made with juniper, and the juniper's quite a strong flavour, hence gin being quite a strong flavour, where I think vodka's got a much more neutral flavour. So I think that the sloes, the flavour of the sloes comes through a lot more. So my plan is to hunt down some sloe berries, and that's not always that easy. I have a fear that I am going to be soaked by the time I get home. I'm wondering if it might just be worth walking along here first. Actually, this is a little less wet. I was going to say there, yeah, I have found many sloes in this park before, and they tend to be just down that part down there though, so I'm going to have a look down there in a second if I don't find any here. Just this is a little less wet, so there's a little less risk of being soaked through. I don't actually own any Wellingtons. Christmas hint. Oops, he fell down a ditch. So I'm going to nip back to the car now. I'm going to get the little tub, and then I'm going to have a bit more wander down, see if I can actually find some. As I said, I've seen them down there in the past, but maybe it's further down. Squelch. Oh, it's my bucket gone. My bucket, my tub. But I think what's happened is that they've been all cut back in the past, and hence no berries this year. Not looking very promising at the moment. It's a bit chilly. Do you know what though? Out and about, in the countryside, out and about in the fresh air, you can't really beat that. It's not actually freezing, it's just cold, but I feel it in my fingers, particularly holding this camera. Do you know what? There's no sloes here. I only have two other places, oh dear me, that I am aware of where there are sloes. So, well, possibly three other places. So, at least I now know that there's none here. Still no sloes. No. Never mind. I'm sure we'll find some at some point. As I said, a couple of other options available. Might have to try them. Just thinking to myself, even if I did find some sloes, would I actually be able to pick them? My fingers are freezing. Probably not. The other place I'm aware of is over the other side of this park. Over there, there's like a car park further away. Basically the other side. So you can't drive through the park. So what I'll do is drive around the park and have a quick look over there. If there's nothing, then we're probably down to my last option. Okay, so here we are at the other side of the park. To show you, for people that know, that's where I am. That's Penshaw. Penshire. What do I call it? Penshaw. Never called it Penshaw in my life. Penshire Monument. Anyway, and this is Harrington Country Park. So that fills me with hope a little bit. Now obviously they're not sloes, they're rose hips. But that just reminds me of when I first discovered sloes. Again, got more rose hips. So if I want rose hips, I'm fine. Just come here. So, the bad news, no sloes. So, the bad news, no sloes. I've spotted some sloes. 3. Spotted 4. Right, I've actually spotted a couple. No way. Just when I thought there was none. Oh, that's searching for these. Right. Here we go. Bit spiky. See that one there? There we go. And I'll take it off. There we go. The elusive search is not quite over, because there's not going to be enough here for what I need, but at least I've got some. Good. Brilliant. There we go. Good start. Look at the thorns. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. Look at that thorn there. There's a few slightly easier ones just up here. They look really nice though. Oh yes. Found a nice little batch here. Nice little collection of them. Okay, these will be a bit easier to get to as well. Another one through here. Oh, just dropped it. I hate it when that happens. There we go. I'm getting quite a few. Quite a few. Well, kind of quite a few anyway. So, a very small haul of berries, but nevertheless some berries, which is good. But you know what? It's been a nice little day out. I'm just going to show you this over here. It looks lovely. There we go. Lovely. So that's the collecting of the sloes. There's probably just enough there for what I need, but I have a feeling I might need to go out and get a few more. So what I'm doing now is I'm just walking back to my car, which is about there somewhere, and I'll get myself back home and well, just that really, just get myself back home. So right, take care. I'll show you how to make Sloe vodka when I get home. So I'm back home now after picking some sloes. In fact, this is the day after what you've just seen on the video there. I didn't have enough sloes to make Sloe vodka, so I've had to go out this morning again and find a few more. I didn't find very many. I think it's that time of year, a little bit late in the year to be hunting for them. Anyway, nevertheless, I did find a few more. I've managed to get together just enough in order to make my a small batch of Sloe vodka. So what I've got is, I've got my vodka, just a normal cheap brand of vodka. I've also got some sugar, and I'll put it into one of these tubs here. Yeah, one of these Kilner jars, I think they're called. So I put 75 grams of 75 grams of granulated sugar in there. I've got 150 grams just about of sloe berries or sloes, and I'm going to add to that half of a bottle, half of a 70 centilitre bowl, so 35 centilitres of vodka into there. So in order to, one second. Right, so that's a simple recipe. So what I'm going to do in order to get the sloes to release their juice, I'm going to poke a few holes using a skewer or a cocktail stick or something into the sloes, just by doing that, just in order to get those juices flowing. And then what we'll do is we'll pop them in, and then the vodka on top of that. Leave that for as long as it takes, which will be around Christmas, and that'll be it. As simple as that. So there you go. That's your simple, that's your simple sloe vodka. Simple as that. The hunting was the hardest bit. So that's it. Simple sloe vodka for Christmas time. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for joining me again today. I will catch you again next week. Thank you very much for joining me. Take care. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.